Today we're going to look at Sina Corporation, or Sina, however you pronounce it. They've had a really strong sustained uptrend for the past 10 years here, going from 0 to nearly over, got all the way up to $140 before declining. So it's been a really good uptrend. But recently, and you can probably see this, let's go to the 1-year chart. You can almost see a symmetrical triangle right here. See, if I drag it out a little bit more, it might be a little easier. But we have a run up and then symmetrical triangle right here. And then at the bottom, just from here to there. And of course we can move that line back just to give us a better feel of how it should fit. And here we have our triangle. How many touches do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and for a triangle to be considered a triangle, there has to be a minimum of 5, and the 5th one can be the breakout touch too. So if we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one breaks out, yep, that counts. But if it also touches there and then breaks down through the bottom, that also counts. As long as we have 5, it's a triangle. Any lower count than that, it's not a triangle. It's just it's randomness. So the big question is, what direction is this going to break out in? And of course, to amplify our inconveniences of trying to predict this, there's an earnings announcement on the 17th, which we will, let's see, it's at 9 p.m. I think this is one of those I think this is a foreign stock, maybe it's one of the Chinese stocks. Let me see. Well, let's see. I Google Sina, and the first 10 results all have, they all have letters that are not in our alphabet, definitely in some kind of Asian dialect, so I'm going to assume that this is a foreign stock. So we're looking for the breakout from this, and we're probably going to initiate the trade on the 17th. But before then, let's try to get a hint of what's going on. I have the volume here, just like a symmetrical triangle. Volume is up a bit, then it suddenly declines as it gets closer to the breakout, declines even more. And here we have the momentum. Now I'm going to scrunch this chart up a lot and get a look at the momentum here. It's also forming a symmetrical triangle. The first time I looked at this, I said, okay, we have a lower trend line here. That's easy enough. And we have an upper trend line that starts right here. So I was thinking, okay, we can either start the upper trend line there, and we can draw the triangle like this, or we could scoot that away for a second, and we could start the triangle here, move it across these tops, and then we'd already consider it a valid breakout. Now, would I consider this a valid breakout? Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 on the same side, and then there's the 4th. I don't like that that 2 touches are not alternating, so I consider that a weak formation there, so I'm not counting that. So I did not count as breaking out yet, but it might break out soon. So instead, like I was saying, our formation is like this, and it just might be one more up or down day that, well, let's see, it might just be one up day until this actually breaks out to the upside, which would give us a hint of what the direction of the market it will go and what the direction, especially the stock, will go. So what's our strategy? We have the stock right here, move to the 6-month chart, see where our support and resistance are, move to the 60-day chart, see if we can get an even better hint. Let's see. We have a resistance line around 117.50. If it breaks above 117.50, that would certainly break through this upper trend line. So we'll place our stop, and that'd be a stop buy at 117.50. Our stop loss, if we start losing money, would be, let's see, the next support level down, which I would say you could either do You could either do 115 or 110 depending on your own risk tolerance. This is a long-term trade. This one actually, yeah, this one is going to take about at least 6 months to play out, so you might want to give yourself a little more leeway for a stop. It's kind of like our C trip. And of course, if it breaks to the downside, back to the 60-day chart, we will short sell if it breaks below, let's see, 82.50. If it breaks below that, and actually we'll give ourselves a little more room. If it breaks below $82, then we'll go short. And then our stop level from that will be the next support level, which gives us roughly $85. So stop sell. We'll say 81.95 or 94. Stop loss is 85. That's if we short sell. If we're on the long side, our stop loss is either 115. Well, I'm just making sure of that. Did I say 115? Yes, 115. Or 110, depending on your own risk tolerance, how much you're leveraging yourself. Alright, this trade looks like it'll be a good one. I'm going to keep following up, especially on that lower momentum indicator as time goes by, because that's going to give us the hint of what happens. We'll definitely end up making the trade by the 17th if there's not a large percentage move. Alright, happy trading!